I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons of different types of college admissions. These are the various ways that you can apply to college. First up, we have open admissions. Open admissions is typically used by community colleges or online schools. The deadlines are usually pretty flexible, and some schools may accept applications up until the fall that you plan on enrolling. However, if you want to get the classes that you want, it's better to apply early, usually sometime in January. If you apply open admissions, they will accept anyone with a diploma or a GED. Open admissions schools also have cheaper application fees as opposed to other schools. If you have no harsh deadline, you may have less motivation to submit your application. Next, we have rolling admissions, which can start as early as September. There are no harsh deadlines, but there could be priority deadlines. If you submit your application by the priority deadline, you'll have a higher chance of getting in because more seats are still available. Applications are accepted until all spaces are taken, so even if you're qualified enough, you might not get the spot because you applied too late. Early action typically has a deadline at the beginning of November, with results coming out sometime in December. Early action is non-binding, which means you're not required to attend the school if you're accepted. By applying early, you'll get to know your results sooner compared to regular decisions. The applicant pool is smaller because it consists of more competitive applicants. You also demonstrate your interest in that school. Early action and early decision acceptance rates tend to be higher than regular acceptance rates, but this doesn't mean you'll get in just for applying early. Some schools have Early Action 1 and 2 or Early Decision 1 and 2. These are just the different rounds, with round 2 having later dates. If you get deferred from these early applications, you'll be moved to regular decisions and then be considered one more time. Restrictive Early Action is basically the same as Early Action except for one aspect. If you apply REA, then you get to show even more interest in your school because you're only allowed to apply to one school early. It's still non-binding, but this means that you can apply Early Action or Early Decision to any other school. The timeline for Early Decision is the same as Early Action. You can only apply to one school Early Decision. Early Decisions is binding, which means that you must attend the school if you're accepted. Applying Early Decision shows a college that they are your number one choice and that you are dedicated to going there. If you get accepted Early Decision, you'll be forced to withdraw your applications from other schools, and you won't be able to compare financial aid offers. So if money is something that you need to consider, like most people, then Early Decision might not be the best option for you. It's better just to apply Early Action or Regular Decisions so you can think about which college works best for you financially. Finally, we have Regular Decisions. Deadlines are usually in January or February, and you get your results in the spring. The best thing about Regular Decisions is that you have the most time to prepare. You can use this time to get a better score on your ACT, raise your GPA, or spend more time writing your essays. The only downside to this is that most people apply Regular Decisions, so you'll be competing against more people. This is not necessarily a bad thing, but it may be harder to stand out.